Chair, congratulations, Public Protector. Look, I'm happy that you assumed office and got it at a relatively stable condition in terms of the financial position. I don't think that the issues that you have highlighted as challenges are crisis levels, like as it defines many departments and institutions of the state. It's a manageable situation. I think also the reaction about the 5 million is a misunderstanding which perhaps the CFO will have to give us clarity on. I'm not convinced about your accessibility plan. I appreciate that you are new in office, because maybe we should agree, Chair, that the PP in the next appearance must give us a much more believable accessibility plan, which would include the Memorandum of Understanding with the Department of Justice, usage of the magistrate courts, of course, but of course it will include the employment of PP staff members in those courts, because you can't say that the court officials must now work the work of the public protector. And that must be budgeted for, meaning that the money which you ask us to appropriate for the PP's office should be inclusive of that expansion plan. I think that is, we need a far much more believable and concrete plan so that the public protector's office is accessible everywhere else. I think what will be dealt with as a cost will be the physical infrastructure, that we can utilize the existing physical infrastructure of the courts, but we need public protector staff, and then a mechanism of how they relate to the provincial offices or the 20 or so offices that you currently have, so that as many people as possible have got access to the office of the public protector. I think that is one thing that we must agree much more concretely in terms of all those issues. Now, the office of the PP is given powers by basically 3 pieces of law. One is the Constitution, 2 is the Public Protector Act, and then 3 is the Executive Members Ethics Act. So I don't understand the chasm, the false chasm that is being driven on ordinary and elite cases. It doesn't exist in any of the 3 mandates, because the Constitution says that you must investigate any conduct in state affairs or in the public administration in any sphere of government that is alleged or suspected to be improper or to result in any impropriety or prejudice. It doesn't say elite or non-elite there. It doesn't say ordinary or non-ordinary case there. The Executive Members Ethics Act says that the public protector must investigate any breach of the Executive Code of Ethics. The Public Protector Act speaks about you investigating maladministration, abuse or unjustifiable exercise of power, undue delays, improper and unlawful enrichment. It doesn't say that these ordinary cases, and so that chasm that is drawn, I think it's possibly because of what you said in your first interview with the SABC, that I'm not going to focus on these big cases. There's not such a thing. All these cases, in terms of the law that guides you, they matter. And also to think that issues that relate to public representatives at national level are unimportant because they are elite, it's totally wrong, because there's a direct link between the poverty of our people and the corruption that is committed by the so-called elites. So if indeed the Guptas are stealing money and redirecting money for their own benefits, it affects directly the fiscus that is supposed to deliver schools in Malamlele. We're supposed to give water to the people of Guyana who have been promised water for many years, and water is not going there. There's a direct relationship between theft of money at a national level by big politicians and the non-delivery of services on the ground. So we must not draw that false chasm, because it will be very wrong to think that, no, there are other cases at a different level. Let us treat all cases equally and according to legislation, so that we are able to then fulfill the responsibilities that are granted to us. As far as I'm concerned, PP, maybe the people who are here might tell me a different story. There's unanimity amongst all political parties that the report on state capture should be released. So I want to categorically recommend to you that the brief that was given to the legal representatives of the Public Protector's Office before you took office to oppose the interdict of the release of the interim report, that brief should stay as is. There must not be changes. Let us go to court on the 1st of November and oppose the attempts by Van Rooyen and Mr. Jacob Zuma to stop the release of the report. Let that report come out, because there is a judicial review recourse which they have. I think the Constitutional Court was categorically clear in terms of what are the mechanisms that they can engage in if they are not satisfied with the findings and the remedial actions that are found by the Public Protector. There's unanimity, because I know that the ANC issued a statement saying that there must be the release of the Public Protector report. I know the DA is part of the court to say that the report must be released as soon as possible. The EFF was the first to oppose Van Rooyen. The UDM, COPE, well, I don't know about the party of, what is the name of the party? Of Zanele Gamogwaza Mzipo. What is the name of the party? NFP, yes. And the IFP. So, but I'm sure in principle they agree, all of them. So there's unanimity amongst public representatives, because we're here, all of us, that report should be released. So we have to release that report, and those that are affected and they think that they've not been treated fairly have got an option of judicial review. We must continue to save all the political parties. The Secretary General of the ANC says that the outgone Public Protector saved the ANC from itself. I don't know if it's saved. So there might be people who will say, yeah, that no, hey, don't release the report, don't listen to anyone and all those things there. Because they want to expedite the inevitable self-destruction of their own organization. That report must come out, and then there will be judicial review afterward. But otherwise, we wish you well, and we do not treat you with suspicion. We'll deal with and interact with you based on your judgments and criticize you fairly and consistently in terms of our disagreements with you. It's not true that this committee never used to mistreat the previous Public Protector. It used to do that, led by the chairperson. He used to abuse her. He used to mistreat her. He used to interrupt her when she's speaking. He used to speak bad of her. And the members of the ANC used to call her a CIA agent, ministers, all sorts of things used to happen to the previous Public Protector. We're not going to do that to you. We never did that to anyone. We will engage with you based on what you present and the judgments that you make. Thank you very much.